When someone mentions a person with dementia, what is your first thought? You may think people with dementia cannot remember where they are, cannot have meaningful conversations with others, or cannot feel any emotions. Let's hear Mark Roberts' self-introduction as a person living with dementia.
I'm Mark Roberts. I'm living with vascular dementia. I have had it for 7 years. I am 67 years old.
Mark has vascular dementia, which is the second most common type of dementia. Currently, about 5 million older adults in the US live with dementia. The main type is Alzheimer's disease, which is a prevalent neurological disorder that affects a range of cognitive domains, such as memory, thinking, judgment, orientation, reasoning, and learning. Because of impaired cognition, persons living with dementia are more vulnerable for physical, emotional, financial abuse and neglect.
Money is one thing that comes to me. Getting phone calls for promotional things and talking you into spending money. People going up to a cash register could, if you handed them too much and not give it back to you, you're not counting the money back. It's more in memory. It's confusion, not hearing things correctly, not visually seeing things correctly, and confused a lot.
However, there are ways to reduce the risk on multiple levels for abuse and neglect of people living with dementia. Concerned family members and friends need to watch for signs of abuse and neglect and then address this in a prompt and appropriate manner. Communities need to be made more friendly, inclusive, and supportive to people living with dementia. But there are approaches that persons with MCI or at early stages of dementia can adopt themselves. First is to reframe dementia and think positively. Let us hear what Mark has to share.
I thought people with dementia were not happy. They just didn't have a good life. Now I live very happy with my family. We have a good understanding of what dementia is. They always there to help me. So I just living out a happy life now.
Besides seeing dementia from a positive perspective, persons living with dementia can find ways to maintain or even expand already meaningful connections. Some ways can be through developing a new interest, joining family activities, volunteering in the community, and advocating for peers affected by dementia at conferences, just like Mark has been doing.
This is my dog, Sophie. She's my dementia friend. She keeps me very settled and relaxed. I have a much better temperament with Sophie with me, and I don't have my anxiety. I don't feel I'm alone when I'm home and everybody else is out and gone. I still have the dog with me, and she actually goes everywhere with me in the store and everything. It helps me to stay focused on what I'm at the store for and what I'm getting. She's just a good friend. She does sleep with me, and wherever I go, she's there.
Like your GPS.
She has the GPS on her, and if we ever get lost, family members can find me. And she's being also trained to hunt me down. If I'm lost and haven't got her with me, she is to track me down. And that's not all that she's doing. She's helped me with my diabetes and knowing when I need to have some help, and also fetching my medicine and stuff. So she's quite a good friend, and I I really like having the dog with me. It's very comforting and life fulfilling to have the dog with me all the time.
The last tip for persons living with dementia is to seek professional help to prevent and address abuse and neglect. Supportive services are available from organizations such as the Alzheimer's Association and area agencies on aging. Legal and financial services are offered by elder law attorneys and financial counselors, and adult protective services from the Department of Health and Human Services, just to name a few. Let's hear some suggestions from Mark.
I would get a elder law attorney, and I would get all my affairs in order so that I had nothing to worry about and that I didn't lay any burden on my family.
As a person living with mild cognitive impairment or at the early stages of dementia, there is still much we can do to fulfill our life. We need to think and live positively, try to enjoy the little things in life, and maintain our social supportive network. Moreover, reaching out and educating others, which includes policymakers, about dementia, is a great way to improve dementia awareness and reduce stigma in the community. We also need to seek help from our trusted family members or friends to watch for ourselves and participate in future care planning. When we suspect abusive acts on ourselves or others, Adult Protective Services is a phone call away.